in this video, Chris Williamson and some woman called Laris Perry blame fathers for fatherlessness and claim fathers abandon their families. And this is just false. And this is male hostile, hyper agency, victim blaming, right? And I'm going to say this to your face, Chris. I'll say this in your face. You're a fucking cunt. You're a fucking cunt because you're lying. You're just barefaced lying, right? The statistics for divorce are out there and well known. So you're lying. You're a barefaced, cretinous, lying cunt. I emphasize the word cunt, right? Right? So there's fathers begging to be part of the kids' lives, right? Protesting, begging, absolutely fucking begging, and they don't get to be. The court system alienates them, right? And you've got the fucking nerve to lie and claim its father's being irresponsible. So the woman kicks the father away, right? And he enslaves the father, makes him pay child support. He doesn't get to visit the kids, right? But he's made to pay child support anyway, and he goes to prison even though he's denied visitation, right? And you're blaming the fucking fathers, even though women instigate divorce the vast majority of the times, even though it's a fact that men are far more needy and break up relationships less than women. You fucking lying cretinous cunt, Chris Williamson. I'll say this to your face. You're in the UK. I'll meet up with you and say it to your fucking face, right? I'll say it to your face if you had a gang of 20 thugs who'd beat me up for saying it. I'll say it because it's the fucking truth, right? Right? Okay. And in this video, they say all sorts of stupid shit. Right? So, for example, we waffle on about birth control and blame birth control. Like, what the fuck has birth control got to do with anything? Okay? So, the woman has 1 kid, the woman has 8 kids, right? She can still kick the man away and parentally alienate them. Birth control's not fucking relevant. And you're against fucking birth control because you're fucking implying it. You're talking about the bad results of birth control. Oh, it stops people being irresponsible. So in the past, destitute families that bred like fucking rabbits, that had like 10 kids or 12 kids or 8 kids or what fucking ever, and they could barely support them, and some of the kids died from poverty. That's responsible. Are you a fucking lunatic? Are you a fucking Looney Tune? Right? So, let's see if I can find his comment. This is someone claims to be an anthropologist. All right, the comments don't call him out for it anyway. It's just the comments don't call him out for it. There's one person who claims to be an anthropologist, and he's talking about that marriage is good, blah blah blah. Look, dickhead, marriage has the marriage contract, divorce contract signed into it. That's part of marriage. So divorce incentivizes the woman to break up the man financially, right, and gets a cash payment, and in some countries she gets alimony, right? But marriage is good because of reasons. You've got to be a mental defect with no understanding of basic cause and effect, right? And look, and these mental defects, and the reason why I'm so harsh, these are not just flat earthers. These people cause real world harm by spreading their lies and spreading misconceptions about fathers. Fathers are actually more responsible than mothers, right? It's mothers who gatekeep the family unit and kick them away and make them pay child support. So anyway, this video is low resolution because it's 11 years old. Okay? It's 11 years old. Let's watch this video.
Hands up who's prepared to get arrested today.
Now, if you're a pressure group and measure success purely in terms of column inches achieved, then Fathers for Justice must be feeling pretty smug.
Extreme ways are back again, extreme places I didn't know. I broke everything new again, everything that I don't. I threw it out.
It shows you what a failure Fathers for Justice actually is. Like, there's Tony Blair. That's like years ago. That's 19 years ago, right? And they've just made the family court worse and worse, right? Because like The problem with Father for Justice is they don't identify the root of the problem, or they weren't back then. I don't know what they're doing now, because it's feminism. It's feminist gatekeepers, right? Okay. There's no point protesting unless you're protesting against your enemy.
As the crane swung in the wind, police were forced to shut Tower Bridge.
This is the sort of stuff that needs to be done more often, cause inconvenience for society, actually. But it has to be absolutely clear. No, feminists, get out the family court system. Stop kidnapping my children. Stop denying me access to my children. Stop making me pay child support. Don't enslave me. I'm a human being. I've got a right to see my kids because I'm a human being who feels distress and pain when I'm alienated from my kids.
Colored sea, stream waves that held me, that held me out late at night.
We shall try and keep going if we can.
They will take our leave of you for a moment.
Noise, dirty places coming home.
The maths are simple. 2 parents are better than 1.
Okay, so the maths are simple. 2 parents are better than 1. Why the fuck is this idiot saying that? 2 parents are better than 1. Is he talking about forcing them to stay married? No. The math is simple. Fathers should not be alienated from the kids because they've got a right to see them. They're trying to frame it in a tradcon traditionalist way. That's why they're losers.
I would stand in line for this. There's always room in life for this.
A moving and hilarious account of an angry dad. You see how they frame them as angry or silly or funny and hilarious. No, they're having their kids denied access to them. Their kids are being kidnapped from them, basically, by the state and by mothers. And it's moving, hilarious, and angry dads. Angry, right? When a woman's distressed, she's not framed as angry. She's framed as distressed. I doubt that. How are they taught in the national curriculum? Okay, whatever. So anyway, that's to show you in the UK, in the USA, but in the UK, fathers are begging to see their children again. They're begging not to be split from their families, right? And recently, feminists have reversed equal shared parenting laws in Australia, and they're trying to do it in the UK. Last time I checked, right? Okay. And these tradcon cunts, losers and cretins, they're not talking about shared parenting. They're just saying, oh, fathers abandon their families, which is a hateful, false stereotype that's actually never been true. Never been true. Never been true. Men sacrificed for families. It was men working down the fucking mines and dying for their families in the 19th and early 20th century. And this cretinous cunt, this cretinous lowlife, this prick, this dickhead, this wanker, this tosspot, this arsehole has the nerve to blame fathers for abandoning their families, right? And it's weird. It's their fucking families. It's their fucking families when it's time to pay. Pay the bill, you nigger, you slave. But it's not their families when it's right to see them, have a say in raising them. You fucking cunt. And these arseholes, they act like traditionalists. They talk, oh, isn't it bad these traditional values are gone? But they don't speak out against the family court, which is not traditional. They're fucking hypocrites. Right-wingers are scum. Right-wingers are scum. And I'm uploading this one as well. I don't give a fuck. Maybe I'll get my channel banned, but I'm going to call out cunts like this. Fuck you, Chris Williamson. Up yours.